in your area will determine the type of process of purification. It's not all about buying equipment. It's not all about setting a very organized managerial system. The king of the business is the quality. Do you want to start pure water business or any water related business in Nigeria? Before you start that business, please watch this video to the end, because I'm going to analyze, I'm going to expose the weakness in the business, the threats in the business, the opportunities in the business. That way you will maximize profit. That way you will know if you are capable, if you have what it takes to carry out this business, to establish the business and run the business in a profitable way. Stick to the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Click on that notification bell. Having said that, let's go straight to the video. It is true that sachet water business is one of the best and lucrative business in Nigeria that so many are stepping in to make profit. However, there are weaknesses and threats in this business. Statistics has it that NAFDAC register over 3,000 table water companies in Nigeria every year, at least an average of 3,000 every year. Out of these 3,000, 2,000 always shut down at the end of the year. What is the problem? What is causing these losses? Here are 5 big mistakes that most pure water companies do make that lead to their shutdown, that lead to their major losses in the business. Number 1, most of them have been told that you can never run a pure water production company at loss. And so they step into the business with this mentality. But I tell you, every business has its own challenges. And so you don't just conclude because the raw material is free, water is free, and so because you can access water, you think that you step into the business and then boom, you start making and accumulating profits. No, it does not work like that. Number 2, most entrepreneurs, they step into this business with the mindset that anybody can step in and make profit. It does not work like that. You need to hire an expert. You need to employ somebody. If you depend solely on the purifying machine and the sealing, that machine people always import that has its purifying section and then it seals, that is deception. You will likely produce acid water. Now, if you look at this water or any water anywhere and you find a lot of bubbles inside the water, it simply tells you that that water is acidic and it's not good. Now, most people, they don't know. They step into water purification depending solely on chlorine and other chemicals. But the best way to purify water is not by using chlorine. There are other steps you can take and purify water without adding chemical, and that water will be good and potable for for use. And so when you employ people that do not have the knowledge, when you employ people that are not good, they are not in that field, they are not food scientists, they are not nutritionists, they don't know what it takes to purify water, and then they go there, all they know is to put on your machine and run the water, seal it and send. Beloved, knowledge has increased and people are careful of what they take in, and water is one of the things that people take in every day. So if the quality of your water is not up to standard, you will lose. This leads us to the next mistake that people make. They think that purifying water is so easy. Beloved, because you drink water that is from the well, from the tap, because you drink water from any source, it does not mean that that water is up to standard. For you to get to that standard and strive, beloved, you need experts to set the unit for you and run it, or you need people that will train your personnel how to purify the water. You need people that has the knowledge on installation, not just installation. What are the machines? What are the equipment? What are the purifying units that will purify this water? Are you using UV light? What about microfiltration? What about deionizing? These are things that you need to know, and then you step in. Because you have capital, you buy equipment and invite somebody to install them for you, and you start. You will start fine. People will buy. The beginning, you may be making profit. Maybe every day you sell, people will buy because it's a new product. But when they test the product and see that it's not up to standard, let me share with you my experience. My children were always sick and sick and sick, including my wife. And then I observed, what are we really doing? What is really causing this malaria, typhoid every week? So I decided to check the water we drink in our own environment. When I look at the water critically, did some experiment and analysis, I found out that the water we are taking, it's not water, it's acid. We are actually taking acidic water every day. And then I told them to stop. We stopped that, and I run my own purifying system. And then from that day, more than 3 months now, none of us have been sick. So after discovering this, do you think that I will still buy that water? No. The answer is no. Absolute no. If this happen to be your company, if the source of water that we are buying happen to be your company, you have lost a customer. And I tell you, I will also tell others that this water is bad. And that person will also tell others. And then you see how customers will withdraw. And then you run at loss. So the quality of water you send to the market will determine your profitability and your stability in that business. Before you step into pure water business, what is the location? What will determine your choice of location? Is it just the demand or the quality of water in that area? For example, if your business is located where there is constant oil spill, what will be the required depth of drilling before you get good water that has escaped from these metallic deposits? If your area is always polluted with all kind of microorganisms due to waste disposal from factories, what will be the depth of drainage? At what level will you drill to get good water? Are you aware that there is hard water that is filled with chemicals and all kind of heavy metals that are harmful to the body? The type of water in your area will determine the type of process of purification. The water has heavy microbial load. That means your purifying system will not just be chlorine. If the water has heavy metals in it, that means your purifying system also will be different from the one that his water has heavy microorganisms. So you must carry out this analysis to know the type of water in your location, and then decide the type of equipment that you will buy and install that will purify that water to that potable level that everybody will know that this water is good. So it's not all about buying equipment. It's not all about setting a very organized managerial system. The king of the business is the quality. So how good is your water will determine how long you will remain in market. Another lie that people tell entrepreneurs before they step into this pure water business is that once you set the business and the business start running, you don't have any problem again. What about competitors? What about the sanitary inspectors that will come every month to inspect your equipment in some LGs or in some cities to make sure that you are not poisoning the people? What about equipment breakdown? At what point will you break even? Have you considered these factors before you invest your money, before you buy equipment? You see why I'm emphasizing on buying equipment? People just wake up and buy equipment, rent a space, and then they start sealing water, bottling water, and then in less than 6 months the business is shut down. Because they do not put these things in place. You just call somebody who will write a business plan for you, and then you think that is the ultimate. No, these are factors, these are critical things that you need to consider. Another lie that scare people away from the business, also mislead people, is that NAFDAC registration is difficult. NAFDAC registration will only be difficult, or NAFDAC approval will only be difficult when your equipments are below standard. When they come for inspection and you are not prepared, when you don't have experts that will stand and tell them that this water is purified based on this and this and this, and it meets the standard of WHO. When you don't have people, capable hands that will stand with their qualification and their knowledge and tell NAFDAC that this water is purified in this system, and it moves from social level to social level of purification. And so, because it has attained this level of purification, it's no longer harmful but good. People are scared of NAFDAC, and most of them are running the business in darkness. They are just hiding, doing the business in secret, avoiding NAFDAC. Most of you even purchase your NAFDAC number from Aba. You purchase fake NAFDAC. You're using fake NAFDAC number, and then you think that your business will continue. Your business will stand the test of time. It's not possible. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you have any opinion concerning this business, share it with us at the comment section so that others will watch. In our next video, we are going to carry out more analysis on sachet water business to ensure that when you step into this business, you will flourish. You will not run at loss.